I'm not even going to attempt to try to put myself together before making this video. Good morning, grand rising. I haven't even brushed my teeth, but I had this download, this aha moment, this epiphany, whatever you want to call it. Holy moly. The goal here on earth is balance. Always, in all ways. Earth School is about duality and polarity. When we come here and incarnate on earth, we are bombarded with polarity, opposites. We tend to view our perspective as right, and anything that goes against our perspective is wrong. And that in itself is wrong because it is not balanced. The yin and the yang teach us balance, the light and the dark. We must have both in order to learn the lesson and understand. And I want to share something with you because my dear cousin, without her even knowing it, taught me this. And I will tag her so she knows that her purpose here has really helped in a way she is just completely unaware of. And I want to disclaim that when I tell this story, this is not her. This was my perspective of her. But the true essence of her is love. And she is just a soul trying to find her way as well. We all are just trying to find our way and trying to find our way back to balance. So, my sweet cousin Kaya Fire, this spitfire of a soul that I was never really granted the time in our childhood to get to really truly know each other. But I have really gotten to know her soul through and through in ways she is still unaware of. So, when I came into my spiritual awakening, if you will, if that's what you want to call it, it was in 2020, the year of clear vision, 2020 vision. I was 33, the year of Yeshua. The age Yeshua died. My name literally means resurrection. So I know my higher purpose here is to lead like Yeshua and be persecuted like Yeshua. And I am learning that I have the strength to take on the darkness of others and transmute it into the light for them. I am the medicine woman, the shaman. That is my true destiny. So when I had my spiritual awakening, I considered myself like the far right, conservative, truth seeker. I went down all the conspiracy rabbit holes. I was definitely on that far polarity of the right. And my cousin seemed to me, my perspective, what I projected onto her was that she was far left, liberal craziness over there, right? Not really craziness, but that was in my head. That was my perspective. And a lot of the things she would share, a lot of the things she would speak on would really trigger me because it was the opposite. It was the polarity of me. And this literally took, obviously, 2020 was 4 years ago. 4 years ago of really trying to understand her, why she has this mindset, all the things, because it was so contradicting to me. But yet she was this like spiritually awakened woman and like had a lot of wisdom to share too. And so I just really at that time, I couldn't get behind how she could be so, spiritually woke, but then also have this like far left liberal way of thinking. Anyways, but she taught me the polarity. In my head, she was wrong and I was right. But that in itself is wrong, because there is no right or wrong. We have to have polarity. There has to be opposing sides to teach, to be the teacher, to help us understand balance and coming together. And you cannot have one without the other. Balance is the only right way. Right way. I wouldn't have learned my lesson of balance and polarity and duality without her opposing views. She was needed in my life to understand balance. We are all here to teach and help guide each other back to the balance and the harmony of what truly is. It's remembering ourselves back to the one creator. Remembering is the opposite, the polarity of dismember. It's important to remember that we were dismembered from the one God source universe when we incarnated here on earth. And it is our goal to remember ourselves back to the one truth. And the one truth is balance. Each one of us serves as the duality to one another. It's important to know that when you're triggered by somebody else's views and what they're saying, all that is doing is flashing a big red light at you saying, how can you come into balance with your way of thinking and your perspective? And now I am here humbly sharing that I no longer have a right-sided view, conservative view. I just am. And I can see both sides, and I can understand her perspective and other people's perspective, and I can understand the right side, and I can see both sides of the spectrum. Each side makes sense. Each side is there for a purpose. And I just really want to, as we really ramp up in this election year and all the politics, I really humbly want you guys to take a step back and understand balance, and that left wing and right wing are just it's two wings of the same bird. Okay? It's the same bird. The system is broken. You guys are fighting each other over the same bird. It is one puppet conducting two strings, dividing humanity. And I need you and urge you to wake up and see that. Lovingly, I say that to you. Wake up and see that your specific view is not the right way. Balance is the only right way. It's okay to have your views, but also see the other side as equal and true, just the same. Because you cannot have one without the other. You need both, and at the same time. Thank you for listening. I love you. Let me know in the comments below if you have struggled with polarity and coming into balance And I hope this message served you. And I hope that if it triggers you, you can just sit with it humbly until you can understand. I love you. Keep going. You're amazing.